I'll tell you in a second. Did you have a good vacation, Paul?
Very, very nice vacation.
Yeah. Anything
we met
exciting?
Up, of course, on the
yeah,
West
we
Coast.
spent a little of it together. It was nice to see you out there.
A little beaching.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
You insisted on going nude on the beach, which I don't know why. You don't like tan lines, I guess.
No.
The whole thing. I know.
Hal, did you have a nice vacation?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Our director, ladies and gentlemen, Hal Gertney. Barbara, did you have a good vacation? Yeah. Okay. We're back and we're ready to go, and this gentleman, it's very exciting for us to have him here. He has been in show business for 55 years. This is the first time he has been on our program. It's truly a pleasure to have him here. Please welcome Sammy Davis, Jr. How does that make you feel? You must get this wherever you go, this kind of response, don't you?
It makes me feel very, very good. Yeah. It really does. I can't lie about it.
Can you go anywhere, like shopping to the any place without being mobbed? Can you go to, say you want to go to the zoo with your kids, or you want to go any place, or you want to, are you just...
Well, nobody mobs me, David. It's like people just say, "Hey, Sam, how are you?" You know, yeah. And the brothers go, "Hey, bro, what's happening?" You know, and there's always somebody that'll say invariably, "Hey, how's Frankie?" You know, well, that's about it. But there's never the other kind of thing with tearing and all of that. Yeah. No, I never have had.
People are very, very nice then.
Very nice, and it's like I'm family, so I like that.
55 years in show business.
I hate to correct you.
All right.
But it's 57 years.
Oh, gosh. Now, what was your first job, and how old were you? You must have been what? You were like 3 years old?
I was 3.
3 years old.
My first, I won an amateur contest at the Stanley Theater in Philadelphia when I was 3.5 years old, singing "I'll Be Glad When You're Dead, You Rascal You."
Now, how did obviously your folks entered you in the contest, right?
Yes, my dad and Will Masson, my uncle. I affectionately called him my uncle. He was my godfather, really. They were on the bill, and they had an amateur contest, and they brought me on. And in those days in vaudeville, David, they used to have an afterpiece. After the act, they'd do a little encore. And if there was a younger member of the family, they would bring the younger member in, and he would do some sort of obnoxious number or something, you know. And there was only a few of us, and Mickey did it, Mickey Rooney did it, Donald O'Connor did it, and I did it, you know. And we're still around, thank the good Lord.
Now, were there other 3-year-olds competing in this talent show?
No, I was the only.
You were the only one.
I don't believe this. No, there were. It wasn't Meglin's Kiddies. It was a regular adult amateur show, and I walked out and sang "I'll Be Glad When You're Dead."
And stole the show.
Stole the show and won $10.
Yeah. People are always talking about vaudeville. What does the word itself mean? We know what it meant generically. It was a circuit of theaters for live performances, and they would do 5 or 6 shows a day and so on and so forth.
No, you did 3 shows a day. It went from 2 shows to 3 shows, and it wasn't until the presentation with big bands that they started doing 4 and 5 shows a day, like at the Strand Theater here, or the Low State in New York, or the Roxy, or the Paramount. We did 4 and 5 shows a day. I had the good fortune of working all of those theaters. Right. As an opening act with my dad and my uncle before it started to happen for me.
But do you know what the term meant?
Vaudeville meant variety, a variety show where there would be the juggler, the comedian, the 2-man act, the hand balancing team. The next to closing was the top spot. Yeah. And if you were next to closing act, you were the top of the bill. But
now, what would that do to the poor person, man or woman or juggler or whatever, who had to close the show? That would have been a tough spot.
well,
right?
usually the closing spot was left for a big variety, a review type of thing.
Oh, I
12
see.
people, and they'd come up
Kick
and sing
lines
and
and
dance,
stuff,
and nobody cared, you know. And that was the end of that. Boom, 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 you know.
Yeah. Now, where were we? Oh, no, but then you started working regularly after your debut in the amateur hour, right?
Yes.
And your parents, your family, is this true that they said you were a midget so you could get by
Yes.
labor laws?
I'm going to say a line now that's going to probably cause a great deal of laughter and some consternation. I appeared in blackface. And that means burnt cork, right, with the thing. And I had a little chocolate cigar, and they would dress me in long pants, and I was about the same size I am now. So, so actually, I got away with it, and they said I was a 44-year-old midget. So when I tell people now, some of the people from the old days, they say, how old are you going to be, Sam? I go, in December, I'll be 60. And they go, come on, you know, because they don't believe it, because they remember a midget.
Yeah. That's an unbelievable life, isn't it?
It is an unbelievable life, and it's the best it's ever been right now, David.
Well, congratulations to you. No,
Thank you.
now, in the early days, did you go to school and stuff?
No, I never had any formal education at all. None.
Well,
I'm not proud of that statement, but I survived, you know.
But you must have had an education of some kind. I mean,
Yes,
people
street education.
give you books and help you read and introduce you to different subjects and so on and so forth?
No.
None of that?
There was a guy that played piano with the act. He had wanted to be a teacher, and he taught me a little bit. I didn't learn how to write until I went into the Army at the age of 18. So, and I was a spotty reader, but I forced myself. Something happens to you when you don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
And it's not just laid on you, man. I learned everything I had to learn so that I wanted to just fill my head with knowledge about, so that subsequently, thank God, I can go now and have dinner with someone and I don't have to talk just show business, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the way it was. I never missed it.
But you know, it's because you didn't have an education that you weren't able to make anything out of yourself. We'll do a commercial, and then we'll be back with Sammy Davis Jr. What do you think of the boys? They all right?
I can't get over that. I really can't. It's just wonderful.
We have a few seconds of a motion picture that you were in as a child. I don't know how old you were in this, and I'm not sure of the kind of film it was. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about here?
I think it's Rufus Jones for president, and I was 5½.
5½. All right. Let's. Is there anything? Well, you don't know what we're going to look at. I don't know either. Let's see what the film we have from the motion picture Rufus Jones for president.
Where's that new president? You're here? Oh, come here, Fred. You got to say something to your constituency.
I'll be glad when you're there, Bella. I'll be glad when you're there, Bella, too. I'll be glad don't go out high, but I'll bring your body mine. I'll be glad when you're there, Bella.
Boy, you were something. Mr. Big Shot there.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, what do you-
I've seen that before, but it's been some time since
Now,
I've
when
seen
you
it.
look at it from time to time, or the first time you looked at it, do you understand who that person was there?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, I really don't. It's, I relate to it only in the fact that I remember somewhere along the line that I danced. I remember somewhere along the line that I sang. I never took lessons for anything. And I was one of those people, and thanks to the business at that time, that you just suddenly have people, you say to someone, I remember saying to Buddy Rich, playing with Tommy Dorsey's orchestra, right? And this was in 1940. I said, how do you do that? And he went, what do you mean? I said, you do a thing that goes, and he went, well, that's, well, I'll show you. You go like this. And I said, he said, try it. And I went, he said, give me back the sticks.
So everything was on-the-job training. You had experts all around you to help you out.
Yes.
Now, are you surprised when you look at that, at how good you were, what a slick little performer you were at 5 years old? I mean, at 5 years old, you know, most kids are sitting in mud, you know? No, but it's true, you know? I mean, they're...
You are a delight.
Oh, sure, yeah, I know.
No, I mean that.
But when you look at the little kid there, doesn't that just take your breath away?
No, it doesn't. What it reminds me of, to be absolutely honest with you, David, it reminds me that I must have been hell on wheels. I must have been terribly obnoxious, you know, to have ever gone that far, to be that precocious, to get up there at that age and go, look, I'm going to show you how good I am, you know. And nowadays, you get up on the stage and you perform, but I think it's nice.
Yeah.
And it's nice for me, because as a grandfather now, my oldest boy, Mark, and his wife just presented, we have a little grandbaby, and 4 weeks old. And it's nice to look back, and one day he'll be able to look at that and say, that's my grandpa when he was my age or even younger, you know.
It's, I tell you, not having seen that before, it's stunning to see what a cute little kid you were. And
what happened to me afterwards? What happened to you?
What are you doing for fun these days? You mentioned you just finished working and you're going home. What do you do for fun? You go home now, you're off for 4 weeks, you said?
Yeah, I'm off for 4 weeks. I'll play a little golf, relax with my family, enjoy my grandson and my wife, and see the house. It's a good time for me, and thanks to audiences around the world, it's a good. I'm not fighting those devils anymore. You know, I don't fight the. Gee, I just go out and do my show, and it's a good time.
And you're talking about devils. You just mean the anxieties you can generate on your own behalf?
Personal devils. I wonder how good I can be, and who's that, and you get envious of that person, and who's that. I look at all the young performers today, and I go like this. Yeah, man, go ahead, cook. I've been there. Yeah, that's it, man. You know, and I have no envy. I just go like this. I did it all.
Nice to see you, Sammy. Thank you very much for being here. Sammy Davis Jr. We'll pause your station identification, then we'll be right back. All right. Coming up in the next half hour, Dr. Richard Brandt will be here, and tonight this man's a professor of physics at NYU. Is that right, physics? Huh? Home ec? What? Physics. We think it's physics, and tonight the topic is fun with phonics. So that'll be coming up in the next, sonics. Fun with sonics. Also on the program tonight, whistler Francisco Hernandez will be joining us. And tomorrow on the program from the Columbus Zoo, Jack Hanna, very nice man, and he'll be here with the interesting, unusual, and very nice, sweet animals. That's tomorrow night. And also comedian Richard Lewis. Doug Schwander, Paul, Schwander, the man who was on the Miss America pageant and sang The Heat Is On with the Miss America dancers.
Yeah. Who is he?
This man was a Star Search finalist.
Was that who he was?
That's right.
You know, could I just say we were very honored to have hanging out with us over in the sound area Miss Angela Tower, Miss Alabama from the pageant, just hanging with us over here.
Is that right?
So yeah.
How are you? Nice to have you here, Angela. And did you get to meet Doug Schwander?
I did meet Doug, yes.
Nice enough guy?
Very nice guy.
How about those Miss America dancers?
Oh, I'm a dancer.
Do you think?
I'm a dancer myself.
You were one of the dancers?
No, I'm a dancer. I'm a fourth runner-up to Miss America.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were fourth runner-up? Pretty darn good. Congratulations. But let me ask you something in all seriousness. Do you think the Miss America dancers will ever work again? It's a joke! Relax, it's a joke! Come here, come on over here. Just sit right here. Let's... How do you do? All right, now where are you over there with the technicians and so forth?
Well, Miss Alabama gets a trip to New York after the Miss America pageant.
This was it? To hang around with studio technicians?
It was what I wanted to do more than anything, yeah.
These guys chipped in and brought you up here, didn't they?
They did. They were very nice.
Well, because now you going right back to Alabama?
Yes, after
Okay.
my trip.
Well, I want you to
on
sit right
Friday.
here and help with this high-spirited piece of comedy we're about to do.
Okay.
Do we have enough time to do it now? Your name again was?
Angela Tower.
Angela. Now, this is a little something we call people who are not on the show. I show these silly pictures, and then I read the goofy little captions,
Yeah.
and the audience starts to clutch their sides because they're laughing
Right,
so hard.
right.
And, Paul, do we have music for this? What was your talent? Are you the one who danced in the broken glass? Who
No,
was
that was
Somebody
Miss Michigan.
Miss Michigan.
Yes, I danced ballet.
What did her feet look like? Did you get a look at them?
They had, like,
Oh,
scars
of course
and
they
stuff
did.
on them.
But you're a classical dancer.
That's right.
And you want to do what now that you're,
I'd like to teach dance.
like, to teach
Maybe
dance?
collegiate level.
Well, you're a lovely young lady.
Oh, thank you.
I'd love to go on talking with you, but now it's time to play our game. United States astronaut Wendell Frayne, seen here after this most recent space shuttle flight, wanted to come on to refute rumors that his mission was troubled by an ether leak. It's fun, isn't it?
It is fun.
What part of Alabama are you from?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. It's a big industrial city.
Oh, yes.
They make a lot of steel down there, don't they?
They used to.
Yeah, that's bad
more-
everywhere.
It's more of a college town now.
Yeah. Pete Rose wanted to be on the show to break yet another of Ty Cobb's records. I can eat 9 live mice, Dave. Ty could never manage more than 6. The trick is to wrap them in a towel first. That way you hardly taste them. We told Pete that we'd get back to him. How are we doing? Only 1 minute? That's it. But we have Miss Alabama here. You're making trouble, aren't you? Britain's Prince Charles wanted to be on the show and discuss his marriage to Lady Di. Marriage agrees with me, said Charles. Diana makes a terrific tuna casserole. Have you ever done any comedy?
This is my first.
Me too. All right, well, I'm going to let you do this one.
Okay.
Angela, hold it right up there.
Okay. Al Miller says he has an amazing power. I'm completely invisible to Pearl Bailey, he told us. I like to walk up and
Go ahead.
and goose her when she's on the phone.
We have many, many more to choose from. Let me can I do 2 more? Let me just do 2 more. Yeah, we'll do this one. I better not do that one. No, we'll get one. Okay, no, I got it. This will be all right. Thank you very much. Do you have a family?
Yes, I do.
You have a family? But you're not married, are you?
No, not married, no.
Do you have a boyfriend, fiancé?
No, not right now.
Inventor William Garrity wanted to promote what he calls the medical breakthrough of the 80s, an artificial heart for under $29. This isn't for fussy people who want to be able to button their shirts, but if you like a value, this one's for you. All right.
That was funny.
You like that one?
That was good.
What are your hobbies?
I like to go to movies,
Yeah?
watch David Letterman.
You've never seen this show,
I
have you?
have too.
All right. Now, did the studio technicians promise you anything? Look at those guys. Yeah. And here's our final little bit of comedy. This has been fun, hasn't
This
it?
has been fun.
Yeah. Barry Raymond wanted to be on the show and promote his book about his years as chauffeur to popular NBC TV personality Nell Carter. We said no. It's Miss Alabama.